Alright YouTubers, what is happening? Getting another knife video for you today, one I've been wanting to make for a while. And you saw my video recently on Blade HQ, the grand opening they had, and had the chance to interview Rick Hinderer and kind of chat with him for a while. And this is actually the knife that he sold me, his XM18 TriWay Warncliffe. And look how smooth that is. Whoa. I wanted to do a video on this knife because it's the new Gen 6 with the TriWay pivot. Kind of funny, Rick was saying, I noticed on a video once on his Facebook page, that we as like knife people and dealers and stuff are the ones that kind of generated this Generation 4, 3. That wasn't really him that did that, so he kind of more refers to these as the TriWay. You can see here the little mark there, and I've added some custom hardware and stuff on this one, but you can see the little logo there. That means that you got a TriWay, so if you're going to buy one of these, look for that, because this is the best Hinderer that they've made. The TriWay pivot is amazing. Now, funny enough, I don't have the box because he gave this to me right out of his pocket. Not gave, but sold it to me with this cool little sticker that has his signature and just a little message he sent me. But so he's still sending me the box along with the phosphorus bronze and the Teflon washers and everything that comes with the TriWay. Right now it's got the bearings in it, and it's got a fantastic flipping detent, and it's just buttery smooth. And I just disassembled this knife because I added this custom paw hardware. Love my dogs, so I thought it would be cool to have the paw and a couple little pieces of blue just to add a little pop to the color. This is the Stonewash DLC finished, which is newer for Hinderers as well, with the, like I said, the Warncliffe blade. I have sharpened this guy. It's been used quite a bit. It's been in my pocket constantly. So there you go. This is the time to buy a Hinderer. If you guys are on the fence about buying a XM18, this is the time to do it. If you've been on the fence and haven't done it, or had a Hinderer and didn't love it because it didn't flip well, didn't have the right detent you wanted, and a lot of them, like the Gen 4s and up, I think flipped well. The Gen 4 I had was the Spantoon. I loved that knife, and I was having to sell it for some stupid reason, and I'm glad to have another one. This one is going to stay around just because it has sentimental value. But the Gen 4s flipped well, and they had a better detent, but they still, had that. There's no way to deny that a knife's going to flip better on bearings than it is on Teflon washers. So I would say, if you've been waiting, now is the way, because the TriWay is an awesome system, and it works really simply. Basically, it comes with the bearings installed with the tracks and everything milled into the blade, into the scales, and then the phosphorus bronze and the Teflon, they have a little washer that sits in there, kind of in those tracks, so that where the bearings would normally ride, and you can run the washers or you can run Teflon. So completely up to you. Customize it the way you want. Now I can't imagine most people that are running a flipper aren't going to go with bearings, but that's kind of a personal preference thing. And the great thing is, Rick Hinderer has not raised his prices on his knives. And again, they're expensive. They're not, they're not cheap by any means. But the build quality has always been top notch. He's always been well known as high quality manufacturing. And the quality is right up there with Chris Reeves Sabenzas, and way up there with the higher end knife market makers. But he hasn't changed his prices. He's upgraded his steel. This 20 CV. Something you can say that Chris Reeves hasn't done knives is they haven't upgraded their steel. They're still using S35. Rick's gone with the times and said, you know what, people want M390, they want 20 CV, they want these higher end steels. He's been making them, and he hasn't charged any extra. The TriWay pivot, no extra charge. So I love that about it. Plus you still have the awesome customization of the Hinderers, all the custom hardware you can add, kind of make it your own, which I've always loved. The one thing I have always sold Hinderers for is because of typically the flipping action wasn't where I wanted it to be for a flipper. As you can see, as I'm sitting here flipping the knife, and people always give me, don't sit and flip the knife, I want to look at it. So I'll put it down for a second now. But they flip so well now, they're so buttery smooth, just like, like I kind of compare it to like a ZT Hinderer, like the 393, the 562, how those have always, how those have always flipped. This is how this flips now. but I would even say that the action is even a little bit smoother, the D10 is a little bit better, and the overall fit and finish is just a little bit better on the Hinderers than the ZTs. So I would definitely say if you're on the fence about it, the Gen 6 or the TriWay, I'm going to refer to it as the TriWay. Now is the time to get one. All the new knives coming out, and I should have grabbed my fire tack, because I just got a fire tack as well. All the new knives coming out and the new batches will have the TriWay pivot system for no extra charge. The fire tack, the half track, the upcoming full track, the XM18 3-inch, the 3.5s, the 24s. I'm trying to think, and there's the new Dauntless model that he announced just recently that he's making for Tad. He was the original maker of the Dauntless. Now they're going back to Hinderer for the Dauntless. All of them are going to have the TriWay pivot system. So I'm definitely going to be picking up another one, especially the half track. I love the little half track with the bearings. It's going to be an awesome little flipper. So anyway, guys, just I've reviewed the Hinderers before. I'm not going to go into tons of details. The only real difference between the TriWay, the new generation, is the TriWay pivot and then the stainless steel lock insert. And even so, like the new fire tacks all have the stainless steel lock insert. They're still in Teflon washers. So if you like the fire tack design, you want to do phosphor bronze, or if you want to do bearings on that model, you could wait a little bit till the next run comes out. But everything else coming out new is going to be on the TriWay, and I think it's definitely just an awesome upgrade from Rick. And again, no increase in prices. Everything has stayed the same for years. I mean, the secondary market on these used to be crazy. They were going for like $600-700. Now and then recently they kind of went way down. It's kind of been a fluctuation. So I love this new DLC stonewash finish. I think it looks just awesome. Everything else is just the Hinderer, same amazing ergonomics on the knife. This is again a 3.5-inch. I was gonna buy the 3, but the flipper tab, how it kind of comes down right, you can see how it curves down right here. On the 3.5, it's like perfect. On the 3, because of this much smaller handle, it actually like creates a hot spot right there on my index finger. So that's why I went for 3.5 again, because I love that size. So that the half track doesn't have that. So once the half tracks come out with the TriWay, I'm going to definitely buy one. So, but overall, I'm just really impressed with the new TriWay system. I think it's a huge improvement. And again, innovating but not charging any more money. And again, these knives aren't for everyone. I understand that. A lot of people are going to comment and be like, "Oh, those are so expensive." They're, but this knife will last you a lifetime. You'll have it forever. It's heirloom quality. You can customize it, make it your own. It stands a lifetime warranty. Plus, Rick Hinderer is one of the coolest dudes in the knife world, man. By far. Just sitting, talking with him, chatting with him. He's so down to earth, humble, just a knife guy himself. And it was really a joy. And I tell you right there, that goes a long way of me spending my money. If I'm going to spend this much money on a knife, but I know it's going to a maker like Rick Hinderer, I don't care. It's worth it. If it was somebody else that wasn't as personable and so outgoing and so willing to talk to just anyone, then not kind of a snob, I guess you'd say, because some makers can be. I might not be as willing to spend the money, but for Rick Hinderer, I definitely would. So, and lately I've been on a little buying spree. I got a fire tack and a slip joint. So, anyway, guys, just wanted to do a video on the TriWay. I've been carrying and using this one for since the ground opening when he sold it to me, and it's just, you can see how smooth it is, how well it flips. That's more what this video is about, not necessarily a review on this knife, because I reviewed the Hinderers before, and the Wharncliffe, as a matter of fact, but just how smooth the new pivot system is. And what's great is I disassembled this knife and installed this hardware, and it went right back together, and there's zero play, and it was perfectly centered, and it's actually even smoother than it was before. And Rick encourages you to take apart the knives. If you guys are saying, you got to have a Hinderer tool, you actually don't. If you can find one of these bits like this. This is a number 10 USA spanner bit, and I've got these a long time ago on Amazon for Hinderers, and look, boom, fits right in. You don't need a tool. They're super cheap. I don't know where we found them, but look up the number 10 spanner bit, and that's what all you need to disassemble a Hinderer. Alright guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching this video. Any questions or comments, let me know what you think about the new TriWay pivot system, if you think you're going to be buying Hinderers here in the future because of it, and we'll see you on the next video.